Good morning, guys. So right now it is currently Tuesday morning. I'm still out here before I have to go to work. I just like to sit outside in the morning and just like let my dogs run around, and I've already done chores for the day, so I just kind of like watch my chickens like do their thing, and the rabbits, and sometimes I let Rabbit out in the morning too, but I haven't this morning because it's too wet. But I just thought that we would do a short little morning vlog before I have to go to work, and I just want to give you guys a couple of updates, and stay tuned for the end of this video because I am going to be telling you all about a giveaway that I'm going to be doing because I just hit 10,000 subscribers, which is very exciting, and thank you guys so much. So stay tuned for the end of the video to see that. But right now I am going to go out to the rabbit hutch, and I am going to show you well, Clove's litter for one, and then I'm going to give you a couple of updates on a couple of our rabbits. So if you remember my cricket video, I talked about how I always breed two does at once, and the main reason for that is because sometimes, especially when a doe is having their first litter, they can mess it up in a multitude of different ways. And what happened with Cricket was a little bit strange. She had 4 that were dead and 4 that were alive. And they didn't die after she gave birth to them. She literally gave birth to them dead on arrival. So I'm not really sure why that happened. Basically what I did, because her mothering instincts never really kicked in either, so I took those 4 that were alive, and Chai is currently raising them for me. And she's doing a wonderful job, and they're all doing amazingly. Yeah, they're great. Once I took her babies from her, I just went ahead and bred her again, like as my next round of rabbits to be bred were bred. So she was rebred again, and she was due last Tuesday. She didn't give birth until Wednesday, and when she did give birth, she only had 1 that was alive and at least 4 that were dead on arrival. So again, something is going on. I'm not really sure what's going on with Cricket. She wasn't taking care of the 1 again, so I gave it to Clove, who gave birth to a bunch of creme d'argent babies. So Clove currently has 1 silver fox baby that she's taking care of, along with her own litter. With Cricket, I went ahead and I rebred her again, and if she doesn't get it right this time, unfortunately that means that is strike 3. And basically that means that I will need to end up culling her, which truly sucks because she has 2 legs. The problem with showing her is that she's never made senior weight, so I can't go and get more legs with her because she has never made senior weight. And so if I enter her into senior class, which I am required to do at this point, then she'll just be disqualified. So there's no chance in her getting a 3rd leg and being branded. So even though she has 2 legs, I really won't have any use for a rabbit that can't be shown and can't be bred and successfully have babies. And vice versa, I can't really sell her as a proven breeder either because she's not a proven breeder. So we are giving her this last 3rd chance, and I tell you guys this all the time. Sometimes I have pet rabbit people watching my channel. I just want to reiterate that these are meat rabbits. They are livestock. They are not pets, and so culling my animals for quality is necessary to get to where we want to be. I can't have a rabbit that has no mothering instincts. That is, if you're gonna be a doe here, you have to have mothering instincts. So that is just where we are with Cricket right now, and it is unfortunate. And I love her. She's very cute and very sweet, but she's not working out right now. So this is Clove's current litter. She has 8 healthy little cream babies and the 1 silver fox from Cricket, who is very much asleep right now. He just yawned. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that. That was adorable. But Clove had 11 babies altogether. 1 was a stillborn, so there were 10 alive. And she had a runt that passed away the next day, and then she had 1 that was just kind of fading for several days, and so we put that one out ourselves because it was just going to starve to death if we didn't. So she has 8 that are healthy and alive and very pudgy, and then a little silver fox baby, so 9 total. But they are so stinking cute. I love baby bunnies. I'm really hoping that one of these little babies is a doe and that I can keep one of them. She had so many bucks in her last litter, and so I didn't keep any of them, so we were trying again, and I really need a good doe to hold back from Clove, but so far we've just been having a lot of bucks. I think we have a lot of does this time around with our silver fox litters. Now we just need to get a doe with the creams. She pulled like so much hair for these baby bunnies, but here's the thing, it was like 85 degrees outside every single day for like a week. And Clove is an amazing mom. She pulls so much fur, but that can also like work against me in the summer, so I actually had to remove like a ton of her fur because she didn't realize that she was going to end up overheating them. So I removed a bunch of the fur. There's a lot still like in the bottom, so they have like a nice little cushion, but I did have to remove a lot that was on top of them because they were all like spread out in the nest box trying to stay cool. So don't be afraid if it's like 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit out to take some of that fur from them, because mom doesn't always know that there's a such thing as too much heat. Anyways, I'm gonna put your baby back. Watch out, lady. Oh, I know. You're like, why do you do this? Check them out. I have to show you guys Dolce. Dolce is Camille and Peter's son, and he is the cutest little bunny. He's a creme de argent. If you guys haven't known, like Camille and Peter, they're creme de argents. Dolce is going to be taking their place, and he is so gorgeous. Like, I'm very excited to show this rabbit. I think that he could really win something. So I'm gonna show you guys what he looks like all posed up. So this is Dolce. He's still a little bit patchy because he's still like developing his adult coat, but he is so pretty. Okay, you can't see me very well, but you can see the bun bun. A lot of people ask that are not in like the rabbit show world, why do you cover their face up? It's mainly just to keep them from moving when we pose them up. So when I pose him, look at this, you guys. He has so much depth. It's just gorgeous. And this, remember when I said when I was breeding Cricket and Onyx, we don't want them to undercut like this, and he goes straight down. See how much of a difference that is? Got to make sure that their back feet right here are lined up right under their hindquarters, and then from there, that's where you want the peak to go. So back foot, knee, highest point right there. The highest point this is how much depth he has. So from the table to up here, that's his depth. He has a lot of depth. So I'm really excited about the depth. I'm excited about back here. I still think that I need to continue working on my hindquarters for the creme de argents, but for the most part, he is just, oh I know dude, you don't want to do it anymore. He is just like so pretty, so I'm excited about how much potential he has. Another thing to watch for when you are breeding rabbits is you don't want weak shoulders, so he has pretty good shoulders. They come up pretty quickly. So like sometimes when you're posing up a rabbit, this is another thing, you want their front foot to be directly underneath their eye. His shoulders, the way they come up pretty quickly. This dip right here is a little much. I would not discount that at all personally, but you want the shoulders to basically come up really fast and then into the peak. So and I'm not really good at talking about how, you know, I'm not really good at talking like a judge would talk, so forgive me if I'm like botching some of it, but to me, he's a very promising rabbit, so I'm excited. Some people are telling me to watch him and make sure that he's not, I'm sorry dude, to watch him and make sure that he's not pinched in the back. I don't think that he is, I just think that he's young. His heels are right here. When they're pinched, their back feet go in a V shape. His go straight up and down. So that is something to watch for. Getting pinching out of your rabbits is much harder than breeding it in. And pinching isn't a good thing because it narrows the birth canal for one, and it just makes for less meat on the back of the hindquarters. So, and when you put the camera like top view down, he's very, very full. So I'm gonna insert some other clips of like me posing him and like some other angles, just so you guys can see what he looks like right now. And like I said, he's still very young. He's only 4 months old, so he still has some patchiness. So as long as his adult coat comes in really good, I think that he's gonna be a great show rabbit. Here is my current chai litter, and you guys just recently saw them. But the black ones are from Cricket and Onyx, and then the lilac and chocolates are from Chai and Sprig. But I'm definitely keeping a chocolate doe, and it might be that one right there. I'm not really sure. I just know that I'm keeping, the one that I'm keeping is the best looking one and the most social, so I'm really excited that potentially I will have a good chocolate to replace Chai with. Chai has some pretty pinched hindquarters, so my goal with keeping one of these babies is to keep a chocolate that kind of surpasses their mother. And the chocolate that I'm keeping has nice straight feet. Could still use some like more width in the back section. Like I wish that the feet were a little bit wider spaced, but she is definitely not pinched, and that is the most important thing, I think, going forward, trying to get some really good chocolates in my program. So I'm excited to see where they go, and I'm excited to name them too. I love naming my animals that I get to keep. It's really fun. So this litter is just so cute though. That lilac, oh my gosh. Like I will be jealous of whoever gets that lilac for their program. Like he's so stinking cute. And then here is Solstice and her current litter. The father is Ka-Ching from one of my friend's rabbitries. And she has 9 little black babies in here. And they are so, so cute. I will definitely be keeping a doe out of this litter. I think I already have my doe picked out, but again, these guys are like not even 7 weeks old right now. So, but I'm pretty good usually about like telling who's going to be a good rabbit. I'd like to think so anyway. I guess I was wrong when it came to like Nitro, but I have one in particular that I have picked out. I cannot tell you which one it is just from like looking down on them like right here. But when I'm in the tractor with them, which I do frequently, I can tell which one it is. I did really want to mention too, some of these guys have the little white star on their forehead. Some silver fox breeders cull out animals that have the star, but here's the thing, it sheds out, and it usually always sheds out. Sometimes, like rarely, you'll get one that goes all the way to the skin and never sheds out, which I mean, that's not a good thing. That's a disqualification. But for the most part, the babies, when they're born like that, it's just like the tips of the hair. And when they turn about like 8 to 10 weeks old, usually it starts to molt out. And by the time they are ready to show, it is usually completely gone. So I will be monitoring that. The one that I'm going to be holding back actually has a small white star. I don't think that it's really a cull-worthy thing, especially when it molts out by the time they're going to be showing anyway, so I really just don't think it's a big deal. I would think that an actual white spot is a big deal, but these are just temporary, and they will shed out. I can almost guarantee every single one will shed out. I also wanted to show you guys the garden area because we have weed fabric down everywhere, and I did get most of it mulched, and I'm really excited about it. Don't know if I told you guys that I made this little gate with a carabiner and just out of a hog panel with like some chicken wire or hardware cloth at the bottom. But obviously you can see we still have to mulch like around the edges and stuff. I mainly just don't want the chickens in here, and that's why it's all fenced off. But yeah, I'm really happy that we got mulch down. Obviously some areas there's still some grass coming up, but I'm not too concerned about it. And I know that it looks just a little bit messy still, but I'm really excited to have this. I wanted to show you guys something that I decided to do with my garden over the winter and the early parts of this spring. I've been collecting eggshells and crushing them in my blender, and so we have just a jar full of crushed eggshells. Now I know that putting just regular crushed eggshells on top of garden plants doesn't necessarily give them an instant calcium boost. Apparently it's more of like a slow breaking down release of calcium. But last year I was having a lot of difficulties with blossom end rot, so even though it's not going to give them an instant boost, I'm hoping that throughout the season maybe they'll get a little bit of calcium over time, and we can hopefully combat this blossom end rot that we were facing last year. So I am just going to go ahead and put a bunch of this around the base of all of my tomatoes and all of my peppers. Alright guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. It was just general updates on what has been going on around here. And if you like these types of videos, let me know in the comments below. I think too often I think that I need themed videos like how to build this, or you know, specific like videos in mind. But if you like general vlogs where I go around showing you what has been going on around here, let me know, because I would love to know that. Sometimes to me I think it just feels like the everyday mundane, but to you guys it might actually be inspiring. So I guess I never really think like that sometimes, so yeah, let me know if you like these types of videos. So also we have to address the giveaway very, very quickly. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I finally reached 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is so much fun. I am so grateful for every single one of you that likes to watch my videos. And I'm just so excited to like continue this process with you. We have so many plans for the future, and I want to document all of it. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is comment down below with any of your future dreams, like something that you would like to accomplish in the future. And I would love to shout that out when you do win. So yeah, that's all you have to do to enter, and I will be selecting randomly. The prize for winning the giveaway is a $50 All Things Bunnies gift certificate. You can get anything on All Things Bunnies with that, and then a t-shirt of your choosing from my shop. And I'm hoping to have more designs up by the time we actually do draw for the giveaway. So yeah. Alright guys, like I said, thank you so much for all the support and love that you have given me and my animals and my family and just all of that. So yeah, this is going to be the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.